Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, the kitchen is going to be a manga today. Just chill.
It's so good. Anyhow, you wouldn't believe how early we have to start our day each day just to make sure that we are here when you tune in.
Yes, and we have to say our job is amazing because it is quite simple. Just making sure we put a smile on your face every single morning.
Yes, indeed. And every single time that you tune in is proof that, hey, you like what we're doing and we are really doing good at it. Yeah, thank you very much. Indeed.
Now, we are here only because you continue to allow us. A beautiful Thursday morning is here, and we are going to take you by the horn and go for it.
Yes, indeed. Now, you know what they say about dreams. To visualize is to work towards it, and to work towards it is to achieve it. So don't stop. Yes, motivation. It's a Thursday. Yeah?
What's
Yeah,
up?
motivation Thursday. Mike is not having it.
He's not. He's not.
Aspire to perspire.
Aspire to perspire. That's all Mike does. Now, and we are going to be giving you some push, all the push you need to go out and get things done today. My name is Tokwe Olonio.
And my name is Mazino Appeal. I am sorry, I don't know if I can match this level of excitement, but I'm going to try. Anyhow, you can stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Send in your comments on all social media platforms using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Yes, now have you downloaded the TVC app? See, don't dull. It is available on iOS and Android, and guess what? It is free. Now, what you get to enjoy from this app, it allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
Absolutely. And now that we have your attention this morning, let's kick things off with a beautiful display of creativity. This morning is how we're going to start. And in Kwara State, bandits have abducted 3 veterinary doctors at their commercial poultry farms in Pampo community, as a local government area of the state. The 5 heavily armed men dressed in army uniform shot into the air when they arrived in a Hilux vehicle at one of the 2 farms where they operated. The Kwara State Police Public Relations Officer Ajay Okasami has confirmed the incident, adding that the State Commissioner of Police Mohammed Bagega has mobilized officers and men of the command to rescue the victims. TVC News gathered that the kidnappers are demanding for the sum of 45 million naira to release the doctors.
One of the abducted victim escaped and was the one that raised the alarm. And the moment we got the information, the Commissioner of Police, Mohammed Bagega, immediately directed that the kidnappers should be pursued and get those victims rescued and get the suspects arrested. And that's exactly what the police is doing. I can tell you with the information at our disposal that I cannot divulge now, the rescue is at hand.
And that's as much of the news as we can take this hour, but we will bring you more news inside of the second hour. Just stick around here. Welcome once again. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Please join me. Been checking out the headlines on the national dailies this morning, and you are welcome to do the same too. So it's March 25th, 2021. Let's let you know what's making headlines this morning. We start with the Punch newspaper and this big headline here. Major. Ortom petitions IG over assassination attempt. Adamu assigns probe. And Benue governor presents petition to police chief in Abuja after villa visit. Adamu assigns investigations to force at intelligence DIG Tijani Baba. Herders took up arms because nobody listened to their grievances, says Gumi. At the top of the Punch, Buhari Tinubu report rift. Handiwork of mischief makers, says the presidency, and devastating floods loom. NIHSA warns government and citizens. That on page 15, or rather page 18, and it's about time this year that these things happen, so you also want to take note. At the bottom of the Punch newspaper this morning, JAM plans June 5 exams, begins registration, makes NIN mandatory, and police comb Kwara Forest for 3 abducted farm managers. And tell your kinsmen to stop mindless killings, PFN tells Buhari. That will be it for the Punch newspaper. Let's move on now to The Nation. And right off the bat, big headline here for The Nation. Federal government, Lagos on collision course over vaccination. Agency threatens to stop vaccine supply. We are working to resolve all issues. Too soon, I hear you say. At the top of The Nation, no rift between Buhari, Tinubu says presidency. He remains strong ally. And disastrous flooding likely across states, agencies warn, and court nullifies sanctions on Oando. Delta writes Buhari to demand Ibori-linked loot. And at the bottom of the nation, jam mix NIN mandatory for UTME. We move on now to our next paper, trying to see how much of these we can get in this morning. And the Daily Sun is where we are at now. With this headline here, Northern elders express worry over insecurity, say Nigeria is in serious danger. Drums of separation beating loudly, say the PFN. At the top, YCE, IPOB, Dokubo fire back at Army. You're acting outside your constitutional role, say the YCE, and you can't intimidate us, replies Kanu Group. We're not at war with you, says Dokubo. The writers following that story there. At the bottom of the Daily Sun, 2023 Southeast church leaders join clamor for Igbo presidency, and tension in Aba as soldiers kill 11 gunmen. And at the side of that, Senator behind Lawan Omagege assures as Southern senators elect new leaders, Papa Gridlock. Oh, they are Papa Gridlock. Truck drivers begin 3-day protest over extortion. It's an ecosystem there, I always say. But you can get much of that story, those stories from inside of the Daily Sun as we move now to the Guardian newspaper. And we have the big headline here, major one. Slow vaccine rollout raises fears of COVID-19 third wave. That's a scary thought. And East Africa announces 98% fresh infections. We don't have enough vaccines to stop imminent third wave. Virus gains ability to transmit more efficiently, says Gwale. And the photo story from The Guardian, Vice President Yomi Osibajo and Ade Ikbaye and Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, during the virtual meeting of the Federal Executive Council at the Presidential Villa in Abuja only just yesterday. And how Nigerians waste unjustified wealth on UK education. Let's move to our final paper this morning, and that will be the Nigerian Tribune. And the big headline on the Nigerian Tribune this morning is Northern Elders Forum to Buhari. Nigeria falling apart under your watch. That on page 25. APC others condemn Obaseki's demolition of opposition members' properties. And NULGE kicks against bill to abolish LGE as third tier of government. And varsity students commit suicide over academic failure in Bielsa. That was a sad story that made rounds yesterday. I think you should read that on page 23. And reps to audit $25 billion allegedly spent on refineries maintenance. Worry over NNPC's audit report of 1.64 naira, I think that's billion, cumulative loss in 5 years. And 11 feared killed as soldiers battle gunmen in Abia. And finally, for the headlines, bandits won't surrender if they don't feel safe. By Gumi, find that on page 25 if you want to take a read. Now, if you have any comments about the papers or the headlines you'd like us to see, make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC so we can follow and track all of these comments. That will be it for the papers. Let's do some fun facts, and then we'll be back here on the couch for some fun discussions. Fighting about who's married and who's not married. Both of them are single. I don't know what they're talking about.
People should stop this. Both of them are single. I can never marry Mike in this life.
Nobody's asking you to.
I'm just
Is he
saying
forcing
on live
you?
TV.
Mike, come on, Mike.
People should be projecting Mike towards me a bit.
It's not a bad combo.
It's a bad one.
Well, it will be bad if we go on the topic you guys were talking about yesterday, by the way. Fantastic show, all you ladies. I enjoyed it. But I really wanted to get in on that action.
Yeah.
Yesterday, they talked about finances in marriage, I think honesty in marriage.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about the whole financial bit here. I want to talk about the fact that, because your story went thoughts that couple married and they had disparaging views on how much each of them earns. The wife, obviously, this is the story that's always told, who's earning more and didn't let the husband know, building houses, buying cars, and all of that. Now, the question of divorce came in, and she's like, I could give you a divorce.
No, he said, no, she asked, does he want a divorce? And then he's like, personally, he doesn't want a divorce, but he just needs time. But if she wants a divorce, he will give it to her.
Yeah, but she has to pay him for everything, including the house and the cars that they have.
No, she just has to pay. So he said he was going to put the car up for sale. And she's like, don't put it up for sale. I'll pay you for it.
Now, this is where I want to come from, Mike, and I don't know if you agree with me. I just want to say, first off, these things, these situations, even if it's a case of disloyalty inside of a marriage, never just go away like that. I believe in something called a reset button. Okay. I do not believe that he should give her a divorce. I don't even believe in divorces. I think that you can work things out. No. I do believe in separation, however.
Okay,
so
separation.
Separation,
yes. Resolving and coming back.
Exactly.
Okay.
If that's a line that cannot be, that doesn't resolve it, then fine, maybe the divorce. However, time is a very unique quality that helps people step outside of situations and look at it from that perspective and think, how did I cause such and such and such? And if they're honest with themselves, they often would find a resolution. That's what I wish I could say yesterday, but Mike is shaking his head.
It's almost like saying you don't believe in gravity. Whether you believe or not, it is what it is. What I mean, there are some people that incompatibility or whatever issues and whatever, it is best to go their separate ways. In fact, more people, the rates will go higher. More people will find out that, look, I don't have to be tethered to somebody who I don't want to be. Yeah, that's one. But number two, women have money.
No, but where's your bank account?
You know when this stuff was trending, it was the piggy vest thing that if you see women and their piggy vest, if you see their piggy vest account and their piggy vest now, I say, loud, don't loud. Use the mic.
Off your mic.
It's true. You know, it's not today now. You know, it's my money.
But it's a good thing that women are more empowered now.
No, so you see, I heard that thing yesterday, and I thought it was I don't know the word to use. I thought it was the most insane thing that a woman can say. My money is my money and your money is our money. I feel like that's the height of illiteracy. Even if you're a professor, I would tell you that's the height of illiteracy.
They'll come for you.
They didn't come.
You know
so in a marriage, you believe that?
I believe that we should meet halfway. As in the idea that a man is his sole provider, I think that's so yesterday.
Thank you.
Because if I'm, as a woman, like, I'm going to, my parents send me to school, I'm educated, before I marry you, I'm working, I'm earning a living, and then I'm buying stuff for myself, and then all of a sudden I marry a man, and next to the man, it's more like I'm just a piece
However, now that quota that you're putting in as a woman, should it be representative of the amount that you're earning? Should you put in more if you're earning more than your husband? It should honestly
be a conversation between both of you. It should be, what do you want to handle and what do I want to handle? Do you want to handle utility bills and do I want to handle food? Or do I want to handle utility and do you want to handle food? We should talk about it. We should talk about spending. We should talk about kids. We should talk about everything. We should plan it. Not that I'm just marrying you and then I'm now your responsibility. Where?
That's how it mostly is.
That's sad truth.
That's sad reality.
And you'd be surprised how common this issue is.
It is.
In 80% of the issues or the instances that you have between married couples, it's always financial.
Yes.
Seconded by honesty between couples. Yeah. Well, on that note, we're going to take a really short break and be back with more of Wake Up Nigeria. We're also very, very happy that you guys took out time to join us. The kitchen is going to be a buzz very soon. Mike is going to be in there and he can't hold himself.
It's me.
Hey, I thought it was Mike.
It's me.
With all the
He's not so fine, woman. That's the problem.
Let's take a break. We'll be back after.
Good morning, darling. Good to have you here, Chef Tolani.
Yeah.
What are we making this morning?
So I'm making a couple of amazing dishes.
They look amazing
with
already.
An air fryer. So I'm first going to be roasting some plantain with an air fryer. I'm currently grilling some chicken with the power air fryer. And I'm also going to be grilling this turkey to make like a breakfast tortilla wrap with air fryer. Then I'm making like a mackerel fish sauce. So you have like a lot of things going on.
Yo, people, you gotta sit back, relax, because this is gonna be a spread.
Yes, I know, right?
Now, I'm really excited about this air fryer because I want you to totally take us through this journey. I know it's from Shopx TV. So what is this air fryer about? Because I know we're like we're in the time of being healthy with our
Fit
meals,
farm,
eating
healthy and all that.
Yes.
So just think about every meal or everything that you can cook with, that you have to cook with oil. You understand? Air fryer literally replaces everything. So you imagine you frying chicken. So these days now with an air fryer, you don't need to fry chicken. With the air fryer even extracts the oil from the chicken. It is when you start to use an air fryer that you realize that you are eating so much, fat and all of that. So you can bake, you can smoke, you can dehydrate, you can cook. you can boil egg with this air fryer.
This I can boil egg.
Yes, you can boil egg with an
and you
air
won't
fryer.
put the water in the air
No, nothing. Just put it in the pan and just air fry for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And your egg is coming out hard boiled. That's what the air fryer. So you can. A few days ago, I made cupcakes with the air fryer. Yes, you can bake. You can make bread. You
Are
can
you serious?
do literally anything that you normally buy many kitchen equipment for.
Yeah.
You understand? You can do it with an air fryer.
Air fryer,
So
okay.
now I'm going to be making bolly with the air
With the
fryer.
air fryer.
I'm currently grilling chicken with the air
Is
fryer.
it possible to open the air fryer?
Oh,
while
yeah,
it's-
sure,
Okay,
sure,
I want to see
sure.
what's going on in here. Guys,
So-
this is exciting.
You can see my chicken already cooking.
Okay, this is not a scam.
It is not a scam, of course.
Wow.
Yes.
And you don't put oil.
No. You can see that the air fryer
Yeah.
is extracting the oil.
It is
from,
extracting. I can see the oil around.
Yeah. And it cooks it down to the bones. It softens the bones
all
and
you just do
everything.
is
So you can make
marinate?
steak. You can make literally any protein, fish, fried fish, anything. You know, air fryer is like a necessity. You must have it. You know, it's just like how we say that having a car is a necessity. It's not
Yeah,
a
it's
luxury.
not a luxury,
It is a necessity. You
It
have to
is.
have an air fryer.
Are you
Like one of my
me
favorite
right now?
kitchen
Are you
gadgets.
like I'm gobsmacked?
You have to get one.
And this is from Shopx
XTV, yeah.
TV, so you can get an air fryer from them. And
Yes.
so that means it's replacing a lot of things.
It's
in your kitchen.
replacing your oven, it's replacing
Wow.
most things, and most time, and especially oil.
Yes.
All for frying
Yeah.
and all of that, butter and all that. You don't need that. Just toss it into your air fryer and you're good to go.
And you're good
And
to
the good thing again is, you know, when you're frying, you have to stay. When you're frying plantain, you have to stay. You have
there.
to turn the plantain. You have
Yeah.
to. This one, you just need to time it. Once you time it, maybe like 10, 15 minutes, you can just walk away and come back when it's done and everything. So
Fantastic.
air fryer.
As in, like you read my mind, I'm just like, yo, Tokwa, you gotta get an air fryer. All right, so now we have that in the air fryer. So I say oven.
no, the air fryer.
Air fryer. Okay, so let's proceed. So today we're going to make sure that we follow you on this air fryer process so that we can see the benefits, of course, of getting an air fryer.
So once
from
I'm
Shopx
done
TV.
making the chicken, I'm going to just make a glaze with ketchup and honey and chili sauce and all
Okay.
that. Then just to wrap it around the chicken so that you
okay.
can, you know, enjoy what you're eating.
That's
Then I'm
amazing.
going to be making a mackerel sauce to
Okay,
make
okay.
to go with the bolly that we are making.
So I want to ask a quick one, yeah? So if I want to prepare like this sauce, is it possible to make it in the air fryer?
Well, you can. That's why this particular, sorry, there's water in it.
Yeah.
This particular air fryer has different bowls.
Bowls.
This is a baking pan. It's also a cooking pan. So you can just toss in whatever you want to cook into it and just time it and just go ahead with whatever you're
So
doing.
that means
you
it
can
cooks
cook
as
your
well.
food. Yes, you can. Should we try it? Should we make fried rice?
I should say fried rice. Because I was going to say, so is it just for a certain type of food that you can, so you can use it
Just
for
think of
everything.
anything you can do in the kitchen. Boiling eggs.
No,
yes.
that boiling has off to me.
Anything you can do in the kitchen. This is like you can even make like spices yourself. You can dehydrate herbs and everything. So I did that like a few days ago. I dehydrated curry leaves and it just dried it up and I just squeezed it and tossed it into my bottle. And yeah, so you can do literally anything
You
with
know
air
what?
fryer.
If you are just starting out your home or starting out your kitchen, you might want to get an air fryer because from all we're hearing, Shopx TV has these air fryers that replace your oven, replaces your microwave, replaces your gas, replaces pretty much everything, and then I'm sure replacing all this makes it cost effective.
And it cooks your food
fast.
Really fast. Yes.
Today I'm going to learn.
You have not
going to
only learn, you have to
experience
get one.
O'Shea. We're definitely going to look at getting one. So okay,
Yeah.
now we're doing the mackerel with
Fish,
the
fish sauce. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So what I have here is just pepper mixture with lots of onions
Okay.
and fresh thyme.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to keep it as minimal as possible because we can't be eating air-fried food and you know, plenty.
I get you.
So I just have like seasoning
Yeah.
and fish and everything. So I'm trying to keep it as minimal as
possible.
Yeah.
You know what? One thing I'm going to do for you guys today, I promise you to take you on this air frying meal preparation process. But while we're doing this, Mike is on standby and there's still so much more happening on Wake Up Nigeria. You don't want to go anywhere today or else it's going to be your loss. So stick with us. Mike is all yours.
Who's the chef? Who's the presenter? It was hard to distinguish between both of you. Both of you were just, but hey, cool one. I'm looking forward to what you guys have going there. when you're done. All right, so it's time for art display, and we have Abiola Bodurin now. He is a visual artist. Now his exposure to drawing and painting materials evolved him from an amateur to a specialist in this form of art. It's great to have you. Welcome.
Good morning.
This your pants look like art in itself, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So you are a visual artist, yeah? Is it something that you've always done, you know, because we hear stories of people who, you know, it's always been there from when they were small and all that. But I have met some people who learned how to draw.
Yeah.
What's your own story?
Well, I would say it's been something I've been doing all my life, right? I grew up in a family where everybody is good with drawing.
Oh.
Every single one of my siblings. I'm not sure about my parents though.
So how did he come in? How did he get it if he didn't come from parents?
Well,
some early influence or something?
Yeah, comic books.
Oh,
Super
okay.
Strikers.
Okay,
yeah.
that's something.
So that's it. That's what kick-started it. And then, you know, Mortal Kombat, gaming and all that stuff. So I found that, you know, very, very interesting.
Okay.
So actually discovered I could draw from, you know, tracing.
Okay.
At kindergarten level.
All right.
While everyone would trace outside their lines, mine would like be on the
on
dots
point and all of that. So you always used to be first in art class or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but when did you start taking it professionally? When did the professional part come in?
I think the first time I was paid for art to draw was in the university. Around 2015-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. So as a student trying to like make it, because it's not every time you have to, you know, call home and tell them that, okay, I need this, I need this. Right. So from that moment on, I've been drawing, painting, usually portraits and all that. But this particular, you know, doodling that I do now, I started in 2017.
This is doodling?
Yeah.
What's a doodle, or what's it about? This one. Let's talk about this one.
Well, okay, this is basically just, you know, lines.
Okay.
Right, and the way I manipulate lines and space and all that. It is hard for me to like explain, okay, this is how I do it, but one thing I know how to do is to just work with lines.
This symbol, what does this symbol mean? This symbol in the middle there?
Yeah, yin yang.
Yeah, yin yang. I know it's yin yang. I wanted you to explain. You know, there's a little bit of bad in good and a little bit of good in bad.
Yeah.
That's the idea of that.
Yeah,
thing that
so that's balance. Basically.
Balance, yeah. Equilibrium. So that's why you put that there.
Yeah.
It's
so
also,
this
the
particular piece.
symbol.
Yeah. This particular piece, I did it in the middle of the night. Right?
Okay.
I couldn't sleep that night, and then I was like really restless. So I had like so many thoughts going on in my head. You know, I'm very big on like philosophy and all that, so I tend to ask a lot of questions. About myself, about the world,
and all of that.
So I tried to like put everything down on the canvas as I was thinking about it. This took about 3-4 hours.
I can see something as a man thinks. I can see there. What else can I see?
There's so many things.
There's love there.
Yeah.
There's there's quite a lot of stuff. So it's just your mind, putting your mind, I am, and all of that. I like this. I like this. It's something that I want to put up there. Okay, so let's talk about this other one by the side there. What's that?
This one basically is like an evolution of my lines, right?
Okay.
I started out these doodling.
Okay.
With like really thin lines, and then I would often get comparisons with, you know, other established artists that usually do things along this line. So I try to like carve my own niche.
Your own niche, okay.
Using broader lines, you know, something that speaks more for me. So when people call and tell me that, yo, I saw your work and all that, it gives me a sense of fulfillment, because there's no confusion. There's no, I saw this work, I wasn't sure it was your own.
It was your
work.
was
looking like somebody.
So that uniqueness.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so how about this one? How about this one? I like this.
Yeah, this one.
Eye in the middle there. And all
Yeah,
that.
this one is one of my earlier works also. It has to do with discovery.
Okay.
It's basically, you know, holding your destiny in your own hand. Like you have to see before you can feel. Right? It has like so many elements in it. I can go on and on and on and on.
It does. I can still see the balance there, the yin and yang and all of that. I can still see all of that.
Yeah.
It connotes, there's a lot that you can draw from all of this. And I like the fact that it's, you know, people can give or derive different meanings from it. You can find your own way and get your own thing.
Exactly.
So let's check out the final one there. That one there by that space. What's that one?
I did that one with the hands during lockdown.
Okay, so you had a lot of time.
Yeah. When things were like really tight. And supplies were actually hard to get at that time because, you know, there were restrictions, you know, going to the art stores to get supplies and all that.
Okay.
That one, I titled it In These COVID Times.
The hands, eh?
Yeah, in these COVID times.
Okay.
Basically, you know, we're longing for connection, but you can see the virus in between. Separating. Yeah, basically. That was the inspiration behind that.
Okay. That one now, people will be looking at it and they'll be thinking that, have these guys started to do some you know?
Right.
But just very fast, what does that one connote? What's the final one? The one with the eye in the middle and all of that?
Soul searching.
You
know, looking through a keyhole, trying to like find yourself.
Thank you. And Tokwe is very, for me, very deep here, but thank you very much. And here's wishing you the best, and see you at the top.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's it. I hope you're able to draw some level of inspiration from the artist this morning. We'll take the
book and the inspiration behind it. You are welcome, Abiola, or should I just shorten it to Abiola? Which is it?
It's not Abiola, it's Bumi.
Bumi Alabi, rather.
Yes.
Now, hey, it's great to have you here on the show today. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, I have a very interesting, what do you call it, about this book. And I find it very interesting that you came from the angle of couples and not just the woman. Because mostly when we talk about waiting room, it's often just referred to as a woman's instance and all. But your experience, inspired by your experience and everything, fantastic. But what made it very important that you had to put out this information?
Okay. Thank you for having me once again. Actually, the story behind this book is something different, and I never planned it. Actually, I run a singles organization, so I was planning a book for singles waiting room, for singles who are of age and are trying to find a partner. But just recently, towards the end of last year, I just got an inspiration about couples who are in this same category, who are in the waiting room. I've done something about this for like 4 or 5 years ago, about a couple who were waiting. I never knew they've been waiting for a baby for 18 good years. So when I saw them, the way they relate, the way they relate with children, I was thinking maybe they have grown-up kids around. I never knew that they were waiting for 18 years. 18 years. So I went to interview them. That was 6 years ago. So recently I was not talking about how I waited for some years, because I waited. I waited for some years.
How long did you wait for?
We waited. It was just like 2 years. But that 2 years was like forever. Imagine. You understand? So I knew what I went through during that 2 years of my waiting.
Now, in your book, especially in the second chapter, you, in fact, in the first chapter, you focused on the foundation of marriage as it all. The importance of marriage, the importance of the relationship between a man and a woman while they wait. Now, this process, how tedious could it be in your experience and as you put it in the book?
Well, in the book, I talk about the foundation, the main thing why people should get married.
Why did you get married?
Yeah, why did you get married? Because, you know, people get married for different reasons. Some want to get married because of pressure from the society, from the family, you know, because people are doing it because they want to travel, for different reasons, you understand? But once you understand the reason why you want to get married, this is going to be like a bonding between the couple. It's going to bond the marriage together.
And while you're waiting, you also highlighted what people should do, what their disposition should be. One of those was enjoyment.
Yeah.
How important is this? Because that was very interesting, because we know the stresses that this kind of an instance can put on a couple. It can really erode their passion for each other. But one of your factors that people have to focus on is enjoyment. So if you'd highlight exactly what you meant by that, please.
Yeah, I put in my book that there are 3 major reasons why people should, as in what people should do in marriage. As in marriage is for companionship, for compatibility, you understand? Compatibility, and also for enjoyment. So part of the ways you can enjoy marriage is through sex. But people believe that, okay, you just want to get married because you want to have kids.
Well, in the African context,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, it's
exactly
out of
what it is.
context.
Oh,
It's
you're getting
because of
married, okay.
kids. Yeah.
Even the MC at the wedding says, so in 9 months we'll be here.
In
So
9
there
months,
is a big
that's a
pressure.
societal pressure
Yeah.
which everybody faces. But the reality is, it doesn't happen that way. We all expected, okay, after 9 months, you should come back to eat rice for the naming, but it doesn't work out that way.
So from what you're saying is, and you did say that already in the book, by the way, Couples Waiting Room, you said you have to, first of all, sit down and understand why
you're getting married.
This has to be something that not just one party understands, but both of you agree on. We're getting married because we love each other, for instance.
Because that is what is going to keep you when things are not working the way you expected. The basic thing, the basic reason why you are getting married.
So in your experience, would you say that divorces or breakups happen because people do not have the right interests in getting married? That they went into marriage wrong? Because if children are the basis for this is why we're getting married, and if that doesn't happen, then what's the point?
That's the truth, because people get married for different reasons. So when the reason is not being met, then they ask themselves, okay, why am I still in this marriage? Because they go there for an expectation that is different from what they are saying. So when the reality sets in, then they opt for divorce.
Okay. You also talked about lifestyle while you're waiting. What to adopt, how to go about your lifestyle, how to form, what to make your interests as you're waiting for a child. Now, this is very important, whether you like it or not, because the pressures of waiting for a child, and then what else? Is that what your life is only going to be about? So there has to be something that you would actually do as a couple that would continue to keep your love growing and all of that.
Yeah. You know, people, as in going into marriage, like we said earlier, that it's for different reasons. But there are some things that will keep you going, like your lifestyle, as what you adopt, your eating, and your diet. Those are the things that are going to enhance, as in your fertility. You understand? So then, as a therapist, I understand that there are still more things to the waiting period. That is your mental health, which is very, very important. The mental health of the woman, especially, because there are so many things that goes through the mind of the woman. So many things around that could affect the mental health. Is it the treatment? You know, is it the pressure that the people face? Is it the shame, the disappointment, monthly disappointment? So this thing affects the woman, especially. It affects her.
So during that,
how to cope with that mental health, how to build a stable mental health while in the waiting room is very, very important.
So while that is happening, what are the responsibilities of the man in this situation regarding mental health?
Yeah, the man has to be there for the wife. The man has to be, because most times men believe that waiting for a child is a woman thing. Like it's about the woman.
Real quick, I just wanted to ask, medicine while waiting. We have to round up, but I'm gonna. This is a very important bit. Now, what is the what should the couple be focusing on when it comes to medicine and waiting for a child?
Medicine.
Yes, as in the medical
treatment.
You talk about medical prophecies was the way you put it in the book. I don't know if I got that right.
Medical prophecies.
Booster. Is it no, booster? You said beware of negative medical
prophecies.
Yes.
Okay, from doctors. That was from an experience I had. When we went to the doctor and we showed him the result, and when he saw it, he said, "Mr. Salabi, I've told you that it is not for you. It's not possible for you to get pregnant with this result." He said the only option is for you to go through the recommendation I'm giving you, which was IVF. And I told him that, okay, thank you. That we are going to.
Well, Bumi, I really wish that we could talk more about this, because I know that there's a lot of people out there who really want to actually learn from this book. But you can actually grab a copy. It is Couples Waiting Room. It's not just for women, but for the couple. Bumi, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Having me.
And hopefully next time we'll have you on so that we can talk real deep about this.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, now let's see what's happening inside of the kitchen. Talk about what's happening in there.
You know, things are going crazy. Like, I've been asking her a billion questions about this power air fryer. So one thing you guys need to know is it's actually called a power air fryer, and it is from Shopx TV. So you might see air fryers at different places, but this one, there's like this particular power air fryer.
It does the magic.
It really does the magic.
It does the
I've
magic.
seen too much.
I already made my crispy chicken. You can see how crispy it looks.
Without
and
oil.
Yeah, I'm just going to transfer it into the glaze now.
Yeah.
And we have our, teriyaki chicken ready. Then I'm also cooking smoked. I'm also smoking some chicken, some turkey in the power air fryer. So I think that one is done now.
Okay.
I'm just going to take it out. You can see how beautiful this looks. I don't know if I should. Let me just show
let's
it.
put it here.
You can see that this power air fryer does the magic, and you can see the oil from the turkey.
It's from the turkey, yes. So it more like it extracts, more like it extracts the oil from the protein
So imagine you
itself.
frying this thing on a normal day with oil. You know how much you are consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And now you're rather This is the real.
Yeah. You're just air frying. Yeah.
Healthy meals.
Yeah. So I'm going to be using this to make our breakfast tortilla. I can't wait for you to have a taste of it. You can see how good this looks.
It looks really good. This is a case of you don't have to advertise the product. The product
works
advertises
for itself. Yes. So
and you can see the oil it extracted. So you know what? For the benefits of our viewers, how about we put the plantain so they actually see how it comes out?
Yeah. So we're going to be
there's
making
no oil, no nothing.
That's
yes, the roasted
plantain, because it will taste exactly like roasted plantain with the power air fryer. Yeah.
Amazing.
All you just need to just toss it in. And the good thing about this power air fryer is the bowl is really big.
Yeah,
so you can cook a lot, and the heat evenly distributes into every part of the food, and it cooks it very, very well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to toss it in.
So
and
where do you set your timer?
Okay, so first off, you need to turn on the sockets. Yeah, I think it's on already.
It's on already.
So you just toss it in, and you just. So I'm turning this off now because it was cooking from the previous one. So when it goes off now, you just need to increase the temperature and the times. For plantain now, most times I do like maybe 15 minutes in 180 degrees and everything. I need to cook really well. Sometimes it even cooks before 15 minutes. You just need to stop it. So you just turn on the power, and this is where you have the temperature. This is where you have the time rather, and this is where you have the temperature. So I'm going to just increase it to 20 minutes now, and just press start, and it to cook, and you can do whatever. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue making my glaze and the tortilla wrap and all that. So I'll let you know when I'm done with that. This.
This is really interesting, I must say. We're not using the gas today.
No, imagine you're not
using the gas. So how did we achieve this glaze?
So I have the mixture here is chili oil. I have ketchup. I have honey. I have teriyaki sauce here also. Yes, and I have garlic powder, and I also have onion powder.
Okay, so that's just to give it the glaze. So, nice.
And good thing again is that you can also make the glaze in the power air fryer.
With the other bowl.
Yes, with the other bowl and all that. Yeah.
You know what? On this, we have to go on a break so I can go and refresh and recuperate from this information. Now, you might want to go online and check out Shopx TV and see how you can cop one of the power air fryers for yourself. When we come back, we still have so much more. And you want to see how the grilled plantain is going to come out. So you definitely want to stick around. We will be right back. A show of the right combination of things to have a good time with, and of course, Mazino, tell us more.
Yes, indeed, it's our mantra and it's our pride. That is why we wake up every single morning, always, and we always want to help put you one step ahead all the time on this very, very interesting breakfast show. It's a big experience for the entire family.
Yes, now because there is something for everyone, the foodies, the music lovers, the gist lovers, the fashion lovers, the quirky DIYers,
all of them,
and everyone else will find that they love something on this beautiful show of ours.
Yes, indeed, and we take pride in it, and we take pride in starting out our day here with you. Thank you very much for sticking with us, and if you just tuned in, well, hey, you missed one good hour, but not to worry, we still have about 45 minutes to go, and you're going to love it.
Yes, now we would definitely make it worth your while, we promise, because quite a number of things are still to come. But first, Do you know who I am? I am the one and only Takba Olowonya. And do you know who he is?
My name is Mazina Appeal, with not as much energy as she's got because I don't know what she's on this morning, but it's all good. Hey, do remember to stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Send us your comments. See this energy I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, let me be coming down.
Send us your comments on all social media platforms and use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, okay? Okay?
Now download the TVC app both on Android and iOS stores. Play catch up with us on YouTube at TVC Entertainment. We are still expecting Musti J for an amazing performance. Did you see the art? Did you listen to the book chat?
Loved it.
Did you see the chef in the kitchen? We have so much. Stick with us, guys. Musti J for a music performance. Wake Up Extra. We had Instagram lives with her.
Yeah,
that time Mike used to auction me like a piece of.
Yeah, and we succeeded. But
Mike,
mommy,
I have
that's
one
your
for you
name.
today,
But
and we
mommy.
actually talked about this from before.
But mommy, that's why she's beefing me. So someone sent me messages. I what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? The discover game. So because I marketed that, I was successful at it. That's
You
why
are not
she's sexy.
successful.
Very successful. You're the one that decided.
You know, that's
to
why I'm
spoil the
marketing
market.
you on my social media. Everybody.
Don't worry, I'm
Family,
taking.
everything.
You two can go ahead and
family,
do all of
everything.
that. Yeah.
It's family everything.
Family is everything.
Wow.
In any case, Mike, we were talking about this from before, and you were talking about how you hate the fact that one of your best directors is getting bashed. Well, not your best directors.
But, yeah, I really, yeah, Josh Whedon, yeah, the
yeah.
Snyder Cut and all of that. Maybe we should just take some time
I
and.
haven't finished it.
Do you understand?
Gosh.
Yo,
I
But
bought
Mike
it for
was
3
saying-
days.
yo,
Mike was saying,
yo, it's really long.
It's
he
so
was
long.
saying the fact that he doesn't enjoy the fact that everybody's putting Snyder above Whedon because of the pressures on what he had to go through to make that movie. But hey guys, liven
About
up,
him
give
tomorrow.
him some space. In any case, let's do some weather and then we are going to come back for the news, or fact-finding rather, and then we'll be back for the news. Officer of Shopx TV, Mr. Issy Adebe, is in the studio with us. Now, Mr. Issy is an experienced CEO with demonstrable knowledge of direct response television and the monetization of TV content in omni-channel environments, and his experienced team leader with domains known as technology-driven full-cycle response channel logistics, and plenty of those. It's so good to have you here. First of all, you're a good-looking man. Let me put that out there. Now that we're done with that.
Somebody took me to the back of the room and put some makeup. So
Ah, well, okay.
I
They
don't
did
look
a
like
good
this.
job, but I think you
I
have
don't
the
look like this
foundation
in real
already. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
And I followed your work for a bit. And as the CEO of Shopx TV, I think you guys are doing some very interesting stuff here, especially
great.
in
Thank you.
Nigeria.
Thank
But
you.
first off, let me ask you, I know the answer to this, but just so that for the benefit of everybody watching, what is Shopx TV and what do you guys do exactly?
I mean, we do quite a lot of things. We import our products. We house our products in different warehouses. We market our products. We sell our products via our call center, via online. And we also partner with other companies to distribute our products. But essentially, we're a product marketing company.
Okay.
We sell products primarily on television. That's what we do.
Television.
Yes.
Now that's the thing. So when you say you sell products on television, it's not like having a store where people go to and they pick products. So
No.
and so you have a platform where people can see what they need and then engage you. Yes.
Yes. So, I mean, essentially, it's pretty much a home service.
Home service.
Yes,
that's the
exactly.
word.
So if you watch the show or the commercial on television and you like the product, you just call the telephone number on the screen and we deliver it to your house. And if you live in Lagos, it can be delivered to you within 2 to 3 working days. And outside of Lagos, it's about 4 to 5 working days. So you don't need to go into the market or retail outlets, avoid all the traffic, the weather. We just essentially bring it to your door.
Well, now that's very interesting. So the role of television in all of this, first of all, you have been instrumental in starting a few TV platforms yourself.
That's
so
right.
you absolutely know the significance of television, all of that. Now here in Lagos, how has that played off? In Nigeria generally, how has it played off in your business, Shopx?
Well, what we find globally is that there's a shift from traditional non-linear TV watching to video on demand, over-the-top delivery. But I think in Nigeria, we still have a massive TV audience. In fact, on completion of the digital switchover, Nigerian market will be the largest Freeview TV audience in the world. I think it's about 33 to 35 million homes. So it's still a big player, television in Nigeria. And we see that response when we market our products. We've got a great response. I mean, apart from the fact that the products are very good, We just have a lot of people watching television, especially TVC.
Okay, well, thank you very much. But would you say that there's a difference between when it's a terrestrial platform or when it's a bigger platform than terrestrial, if you get what I mean? For instance, free-to-air television as against maybe paid TV. Do you find any difference in the market that you attract?
I mean, I think free-to-air generally delivers a lot more callers because it reaches a wider footprint. Free-to-air has a wider footprint than, say, direct-to-home via satellite, via, for example, DSTV. But I think in terms of the kind of people that call, what we see is a higher response rate and conversion on our sales from digital subscribers opposed to free-to-air.
Okay, let's talk about the products that you guys actually have on Shopx TV. Is there a specific kind of products, or you are just open to all kinds of products?
Well, generally what we do is we sell and market products that have a successful track record globally. So products that have been tested and proven and have done well in other countries. And we also try and find a good match between these products and our Nigerian consumers. Essentially what we want to do is introduce products into the market that improve the quality of living for Nigerians. You know, for example, the power fryer, minimizing cholesterol and calories and healthy eating.
Like the one we have on set.
Absolutely,
yes,
absolutely.
Okay.
So what we find is Nigerians don't always have access to these successful products. And so what we do is we try and bring this in and make it affordable.
Well, we have a picture of the fryer right there in our kitchen, actually, on TV right now.
So that's the power air fryer.
So how does this work? How does this Shopx TV work? If I see the product on television, what should be my next action?
Call the number on the screen.
Call the number on my screen.
And then you get through to our call center, and one of our agents will process your order, process the transaction, and get it delivered to your house.
So if I went to Balogun Market, I would be able to haggle the price.
Yes.
So do I get discounts on Shopx television?
Well, we do.
Let me put you on the spot there.
No. I think it's just part of the Nigerian culture. We do have a lot of people who call and try to play down the price. But, I mean, our prices are fixed, apart from when we're doing special promotions, like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Black Friday,
Well, it's good to know that at least your prices are the best in any case.
They are,
so
yes.
If you're worried out there about the prices, they're the best you can get in any case. Now, let's talk about last year. Last year was not the best year for anybody. However, you kind of like went all in 2020. My question is, how did the entire COVID instance affect your business? Did it affect it in any way, or was it the best opportunity to grab?
I mean, I think like most things in life, you try and position yourself to minimize as much risk and vulnerabilities as you can, especially in a country like Nigeria, where there are a lot of challenges. When the COVID crisis came in, we had to make quite a few adjustments. Fortunately for us, we didn't make any redundancies, so everyone still kept their jobs.
Great.
But as a result of what we consider as a very robust infrastructure that supports our sales and customer services, we actually saw an increase in our sales.
Interesting.
I think it's a combination of the infrastructure we have supporting us in terms of the technology and just our attitude that the staff have. But also the fact that, remember, when there was a lockdown, there were a lot more people at home watching television.
Go out. So
absolutely,
this was a great opportunity for you.
Yes, it was, and we were ready for it.
So there's plenty online sales platforms. You've got, I don't want to mention the names, but you know the ones I'm talking about, where people just go online, see the product. Do you see Shopx TV beating these platforms anytime in the near future?
Well, we don't really see ourselves as a massive store. We specialize in niche products, and we launch aggressive marketing campaigns to market and sell those products. And we try and maintain exclusivity of our distribution across Nigeria and West Africa. So we're always going to be smaller in terms of our product portfolio compared to the bigger online retailers, and we're just going to stay there.
I would say you're going to be more specific. That's what I would say. But let me see now. So we are experiencing something that, even if you think it's going to be small, I believe that it's something that you have a grasp on the very, very relative or local audience, especially in any place that you decide to situate your channel. Is there a bigger plan for Shopx TV when it comes to perhaps Africa and the world?
There is certainly a bigger plan for West Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, and the wider Africa as a whole. I mean, Nigeria is one of the biggest it's the biggest market in Africa, and definitely if you're able to survive in Nigeria and your business is scalable, you have the key elements that make teleshopping work. We definitely have a long-term view to replicating that model across the rest of Africa.
Okay, well, grand. Well, it's great to have you here, Mr. Bailey.
Likewise.
And we look forward to seeing more of you, and also we're going to be maybe checking out some of the stuff that you have on Shopx TV. So you guys do that as well. Thank you very much, everybody, for staying tuned. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll be seeing what that air fryer does in the kitchen. Well, thank you very much.
Don't remove your head.
Doctor, doctor.
If anybody can penetrate Christ and talk to him freely, who am I?
The way you are saying, see, it's PhD, it's not, is it
In
honorary?
theater arts.
Is it
It's
honorary?
still PhD.
Not in boredom.
Is it honorary? Is it honorary or let's note it's so just do like somebody sit
Honorary
back.
call.
Sit back.
Honorary.
There's just
You go try and act it.
Okay, so I want to be composed right now. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us on the show, Wake Up Nigeria. This morning, this morning we're so glad. Excuse me, let me do the job. So it's so good to have everyone on TV this morning, and of course we have the people I'll be handing over to the co-hosts.
I'm not giving out food because that's the first thing she asked when she came here.
No food for you today.
No food for you today.
Say you want to own it.
I'm sorry.
Guys, are you sure?
I'm sorry.
But I must say, I totally loved what we just watched. You just came back like you never left.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
That particular song and all that. What's the idea? Is it? Are you moving into a new career? What's happening? Because that's we normally see you do. Yeah, I've seen you do comic, music, comically and all that. But this one looks like serious business.
I'm a test pin. I can be whatever I want to be. Tomorrow I can stand up to study law and I'll be a lawyer. So it doesn't mean that I've told God and I've told my people, every gift of God within me must find expression. Nothing is going.
Amazing, amazing.
We must
so let's talk about this song.
Okay.
So what inspired this song?
Just the way I feel. Looking around me, you go see wonders. It's just things happening. I'm just free. I'm just happy. So I express myself. Anytime. Tomorrow I can stand up and begin to rap. Yeah.
Now, I was talking to a friend recently, and she said something. She said that after not what she said. She's gotten married, and there was a lot of dreams that were by the backbone because of the kids and all of that. But so coming from someone like you, who even after all of that, you are still chasing your dreams and all of that. What can you tell someone like that? Somebody who feels like, okay, marriage has come and it's hard. Like my dreams are now on the back burner. How can someone like that, how can they get some spice back in their life?
Sincerely speaking, I can't get involved, but I always tell people, sometimes we are the ones that get ourselves into that box. Then we begin to fight it. Okay, so you are dating a guy who is always complaining of rent. I can't pay my rent. He will turn to this side of the bed. You say, baby, talk now. I can't pay my rent. You carry your salary and give. You can't pay your rent. I'm not the one now. So what can we do? How can I support you? Let's do how we can support. And once you support, some people, they want you to continuously support them, even when they have the full money. So sometimes it depends on your spouse. What kind of understanding do you guys have within each other? For me, I'm a very naughty child. I would tell him, I'm your firstborn before wife. So you have to look at me as a child first. And I'm baby-like in nature. So I don't like anything holding me down. It's my friend. We both want the children. So if I'm taking them Monday to Wednesday to school, Baba, you take care of Thursday and Friday, no matter what happens. So, but in Africa or in Nigeria majorly, I don't know why the men, you guys are very wicked. The men are so free. They will still go to work, come back. The woman is one that will now stop work. That's a duty of a woman. Where is it in the scripture that we should stay at home?
It's not only the scripture. The other
You want boy, are you not part of it?
Exactly.
You're
one of them.
How?
Yes.
Do I look like someone that's one of them?
That's what I see.
You said something.
You say he's single?
Yes.
He's not single. He has plenty concubine without marriage. This one.
Well, Helen, I want to quickly touch on. So it's said, I won't say it's fact, that you recently moved out of the country. Now, how has that life... She's going to come back.
But you've been there for a while.
But you are my friend.
You've been there for a while.
I can't be.
I work there.
Yes.
My children are there.
Yeah.
My husband is there.
Yeah, so now
but I'm a global brand. I work everywhere and everywhere.
So where is home now?
Home.
Yes.
Home is everywhere.
I cannot throw Fade Iyaba away. Fade Iyaba is home.
But
where my husband is home, because the Bible said that that's where my heart will always be. I have 2 home, room and parlor.
I'm done. Okay, but how has transition been? Because you know, leaving Nigeria to a different country now, there has to be a lot of this culture shock. There is the balancing your mindset in this new space. So how has it been for you, for your career and for your family?
Gracefully, because my husband got there before. You know, no, he's situated there permanently, and I have the right people, like my management team. Wale Oguntokun, he's in Canada, but he's always working. He's always giving me directions. Helen, do this. Helen, we need you to move to this. We've called this for you. Then when I'm back in Nigeria, the management team are also on their feet. Helen, we need you to go for this interview. We need you to get this costume done. We need you to record a song at least for this month. We need you to do a radio program. Now it's time for you to drop the skit. So in life, when you have the right people, you won't even feel any transition, because sometimes you move from the mainland to the island. You see that things are not going to be easy, because you get to find out where the markets will be. You get to find out what's happening in the area, where the barbing salon is. You try. So it's the same thing, but with the right people, well aligned for you, things get.
Like, I need to join this team. We are talking about these rights people and all of that. Let's talk about what you have.
You are the wrongest person I know as my friend, but I still love you.
Me, that was trying to shoot my shot to join the team. Because your management is in Canada, and then you are. So eventually, I can be your representative here in Nigeria.
You that you are my person in Nigeria. How many times have you cared? This is not only her that will check on me, Helen, how you are the kids. Have you ever? Have you ever? That you see
because
me,
we are one. We are one. But let's talk about, considering that you have let's talk about future projects. What is in the horizon? What should we look out for? What is Helen Paul bringing? What should we look out for?
The best of the best. But of course, I won't stop working. So it's the same me, and I'm believing God for the best. So more visions, more dreams. You know, there are some times they said, write the vision, make it plain. So men can see and run with it. So they didn't say the vision. So I've written it down. I promise I'll show you.
You don't want to tell us what it is? Well, we're not giving you food. I mean, I already said.
We're definitely going to give her. Don't worry.
We're not going to give you
the one in the kitchen, so I don't know what to say. Yes, I will give you food.
They don't mean this.
Oh, wow. Now we are back, and it is incredible. Helen Paul she couldn't wait. She just had to jump on this. And we're here in the studio, in the kitchen with Tolani. First off, everything we've made today, we made using
the Power Air Fryer.
The Power Air Fryer. Yeah. Tell us a bit about how much this was how much it put all of this together.
First off, you can tell that I cook with ease. I cook with ease because of what's time bound. This program is time bound, and I made 3 different dishes.
Amazing.
No, not 3, 4. Yeah. So I made the teriyaki chicken. I made the boli, that's roasted plantain. I made the tortilla wrap.
Okay.
Then I made the sauce.
And I didn't. There was no smoke or anything.
You didn't? No, that's what the air fryer does. Just toss it into your Power Air Fryer and just walk away.
And I bet that it's also very healthy, because
yes, extremely healthy. So I didn't even use oil at all to make the chicken, to make the plantain. I only used a little canola oil for the fish sauce. But you can also cook the fish sauce with your air fryer. But I just wanted to flex.
Helen cannot wait. You can see her.
I want her to taste the air fried meal first. Then we can do this.
I know she'll go for the bully first.
By the grace of God.
So you're going to tell me if there's a difference between the roadside bully and the air-fried one?
Please, let's know.
Truth.
What does it taste like? Is it good? Do you like it? Of course you do. She has to go for another one. Okay. What's inside that one?
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
Very nice.
Well, that is good. I can't wait for you to try the tortilla wrap.
Yeah, so I have cheddar cheese. I have smoked turkey.
Yeah.
I have cabbage.
Wow.
And I have the.
We are almost
Inside
out of
this?
town. Yes,
Yes.
out of time.
Can I please?
Yes, sure.
Take
You
away,
will.
take
It's
away,
all
take
yours.
away,
No
take away.
problem. But tell you what,
Yes,
thank you
it's all
very
yours.
much for everybody who's tuned in today. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Tolani, for showing us this very, very interesting Difra, and Helen Paul. It's always a pleasure to have you on any sets.
finish it too.
I know. Hey, Mike and Tokwe, you guys. Just say goodbyes.
Mike, don't steal. Mike, go to steal an impulse.
I've got to, well, then come up with some new phones like